Life is a gift that is not meant to be wasted, and all life is sacred. So long as it is respecting you, you have no right to disrespect other life on this planet. Everything is part of God's creation, regardless of whether or not you even believe in God. And the only thing that's wrong is abuse. When you cut a snake's head off because you don't like it and it makes you think of the devil, you're embodying that evil and you know it. That's just one of many examples. Like when you call someone a mean name for appreciating nature. I'm glad I don't care to entertain ignorance or evil bullshit because I know who I am. I love myself. I respect myself. I'm doing my absolute best. I'm proud of myself and God's proud of me too because I've always been in touch with that energy, the life force that flows through all creation, you, me, the snake, everyone, everything. I've always been in touch with that. We all are in touch with that. God is love. Fear is evil. But it's only really wrong when you're using your fear to harm another. And I realized the reason people have hated me so much since I was 11 is because I've always loved myself and I've always been myself. Trauma confused the fuck out of me and it put the demons of fear in me. But I still knew better. I knew enough to trust my gut. And I'm grateful that I always knew to trust my gut from such a young age. Because it is so fucking hard to accept your parents or your government misleading you. To teach you to fear God, to condition you to allow or even become evil. And no, it doesn't make sense. Except, we haven't been learning our lessons. You're obligated to stand up for what is right, no matter what. But you have to do that in the right ways, because it's not worth dying. If you're a good person, this world needs you. And don't be afraid of evil, because evil is fear is weakness. Life is love is power. Evil pretends to be good because it knows it's fucking weak. And that weakness, it comes from lack. The only reason someone robs an innocent person is because they're afraid of not having enough. And maybe if the systems that are supposed to serve and protect actually did their job, we wouldn't have greedy CEOs extorting people for basic human needs. Because this is an economic and spiritual, it is economic and spiritual slavery, man. You have to have food, you have to have shelter, you need basic human needs, no shit, And when they're charging completely unreasonable prices, it's what's your choice even? And when we're taught that, at least in my society, that there's only one God, there's only one way to look at God. Technically, yeah, there is only one creator of this universe, unless there were like three that like got together and like I'm not gonna pretend to know things that I don't, because I do know God, but like God, in as far as I'm concerned, God isn't an androgynous shapeshifter, because God can appear as anyone, anything. God is in everyone and everything. I believe all religions have truth to them, and Christianity is beautiful whenever it's used properly and isn't totalitarian and perverted by evil, like preachers who abuse children and pretend they're holier than thou. Like, I mean everything I say, and I don't expect you to take things at face value, because you can't trust people in this world. I don't want you to trust people. I don't want you to be afraid, though. Caution is cool. You know, be aware. But fear only holds us back, and love is the life force of all creation. We have to respect ourselves and one another. Life is about balance. Like, you already know that. Life is the great balancing act. It's a balance of selfish and selfless. If you're all the way one or the other, you're fucking getting hurt in one way or another. Life is supposed to be a dance. We aren't supposed to be fighting. And the light and darkness are not supposed to be at war. They are supposed to be dancing. Darkness is not evil. The evil hides in the darkness. But a bright light can blind you, just as darkness helps us sleep. So be you, be true, follow virtue and passion, because your passions come from God to give you your job. They lead you to your life purpose. I don't have to know you to know that I love you, because I love